Hello, all the Sigelmans. I hope you are well, and all of you listening in to my recording. Now, to begin with, a special hello to John John, the boy that plays down the chute, down the chute. John John, do you still do that? I thought that was very nice of you to help your mother. And as for you, Danny, I can understand you much better now on the recording than I did a year ago. But of course, you can talk a lot more, and you are very enjoyable. I really enjoy listening to you. I was very much surprised to know that when you met me at the airport last year, that you, Danny, brought your lunchbox, but you didn't offer me any of your lunch. So maybe next time you can bring some lunch for me too, okay? Did you eat all your lunch all by yourself, or did you share it? I'll be hungry by the time I get to Pittsburgh, so bring the lunchbox. Sammy, I enjoyed the recording very much. I took the tape recorder over to Uncle Art's thinking that he too would enjoy what you had to say on football. But he wasn't home, and Aunt Sarah listened in, and she's very much interested in football and baseball and all the other sports. So she listened, and she thought that you had given a very good account of the ball game. Judy, how is your sister doing? If the baby has arrived, let me know. Also give me her address, as I'd like to send her the baby a little gift. I was very much interested in Sammy's schoolwork. I'm sorry that you don't do so well in penmanship, Sammy, but your father didn't do so well either. I always called his handwriting chicken scratches. Michael, have you the same car you had last year, or was that traded in for another? I know it's a rental, and you said at the time that when the new ones came out, they would give you another car. By the way, Michael, have you ever repaired the screen on the patio? You know, it doesn't get better with time. So you should have it done, and this is a good time to have it done in the winter months when you're not using it. Sammy, I think it'd be a good idea if you would teach the whole prayer to Danny. You did a very nice job of saying the prayer when you were about his age, and he knows a little bit, but I don't think he remembers all of it. So why don't you freshen him up on that? I went to Las Vegas over a month ago with some of the neighbors, and it was a very pleasant trip. We went on a Wednesday morning and came back Friday night. And I did play the slot machines, and I came out a little bit ahead, so that's a nice feeling of winning. Last week, I went to the Variety Club luncheon. A man here in the building who is a member invited me. His sister from Chicago and his brother-in-law was here also. Brother-in-law is a big mucky-muck in the Variety Club. And of course we had some entertainment from the movie industry. It was a nice lunch and a pleasant afternoon. In December, I attended a very lovely Council of Jewish Women luncheon given every year. And as my donations to the council have been quite generous, I get a invitation to attend the luncheons. Let's see what else. This is the 19th of February, And the family will all be going into Palm Springs on this coming Saturday. I'm going to stay on for a little bit, as long as I'm there, and both Aunt Ruth and Aunt Della want me to stay with them. As they are in separate places, I'm not sure just which place I'll stay, but in any event, I will be able to visit and have a pleasant stay. Doris Bogdan was there. In fact, she's here now, and she will be on her way back to Palm Springs later today, and I think by Wednesday she will be returning to Minneapolis. I understand that the house that Aunt Della and Uncle Max bought in Rancho Mirage is beautiful. They say that is like the Beverly Hills of Los Angeles. And our former President Ford lives there, and many of the movie stars. I've enclosed a paper clipping of Percy Ross. Now, I don't know if you remember him, Michael, but he used to come to Fergus Falls on a truck. He used to work out of Duluth for a Duluth concern, and he always had dinner with us when he was in Fergus. And like some people bring something when they're invited out for dinner, like a box of candy or a bottle of wine, he in turn brought a bottle of great big olives. The reason for that was that he's very fond of olives himself, so he'd always bring me a bottle of olives. I always remember that. I have seen him a few times since we moved from Fergus Falls. He has become many times a millionaire, and you may have read in the paper about his how generous he is, and but I don't know if you remember him because you were, I think, a little boy at the time. He was a very, very handsome man, married to a lovely girl, and have 2 or 3 children. I think one of them, the oldest, went to school at the University of Minnesota the same time that Paul was in school. I think Paul knows him. Anyway, I was interested in Dean Johnson coming to see you. What did he have to say? Now, you said he bought a station. Couldn't you get in on that? Or what reason was it that you were left out? Because I know that you have been interested in buying in a station. I'd be very much interested to know. Judy, I had something in mind that I thought might interest you. Doris Bogdan is thinking of selling her home. When this was brought up some time ago, Uncle Max talked her out of it because he thought she was better off holding on to her house rather than selling it and buying a condo. Now she is told me over the phone that she is seriously thinking of selling her house. Now, if you could get a hold of your real estate lady that sold your house and ask her if she would pay for a tip of a prospective customer. All realtors do not do this. I have done a great deal of that through Min Man, who handled my buying my apartment buildings. When a sales lady at Snyder's Drug lost her husband and was thinking of selling a house, Michael got wind of it, and I told Min Nan. She got in touch with her and sold her house for her, and I gave Michael the check that the Man Realty had given me. Also, Paul told me of someone, and again, and then the people that I had heard that had houses for sale, I would tell them, I would tell Min Nan about it, and I get a little money here and there. Now, it certainly should be worth something to a real estate agent, but all real estate companies do not do that. It's against their policy of paying for tips. Then if she consents to pay you for a tip, then is when you tell her about the Doris Bogdan house that will be going up for sale shortly. And Doris should be back by the time you receive this tape. Doris is not to know about that, though it doesn't make any difference in the sale. She won't get any more or any less for her house, but most of them do not like this, and so the real estate agent does not let them know where she got wind of it. But the real estate agent that sold your house was so very nice to you that I think this would be someone to ask. If not her, then you could pass the tip on to someone else who would be interested, and I think you know several agents. As your mother is no longer interested in real estate and living in St. Paul, it wouldn't be any good to her. People in Minneapolis like to deal with agents in Minneapolis. It's too bad that we didn't get a card from the synagogue telling us about Dad's yahrzeit. Paul felt very bad about it. Now then, I think what you should do is write to the synagogue, give them your new address, and please tell them to let you know in plenty of time before the date, because when Aunt Jessie had that arrangement with the synagogue in Minneapolis about our parents' yahrzeit, very often the card arrived after the date of the yahrzeit, so that wasn't much good. Also, give them Paul's address, and for goodness sake, be sure and send them a $5 check for their doing this. Otherwise, maybe that is the reason why you didn't get notice this time, because you didn't send anything, and this is important. I'm not going to finish off at this time because I most likely will get back to you after I have been in Las Vegas, or in the meantime, maybe this coming week. Things will come up that you might find interesting, and so I can add to the tape. So as of right now, I'll say bye-bye and wait to hear more from me later in the tape. Bye. Hello again. This is the following day. Annette Cooperman came in town to see her aunt, and she stayed overnight with me and left this morning. It was nice visiting with her. We talked until late into the night, and it was a most enjoyable visit. I will be seeing her in Palm Springs. She just will be there for another 3 weeks. And I'm looking forward to seeing also Betty Green, who is there with her husband. And of course, I'm leaving with the family on Saturday, and I don't intend to stay much longer than a few days in Palm Springs. Tonight I'm going out with a man I have never been out with before, though I met him a couple years ago. Lo and behold, I was very much surprised to get a phone call from him asking me out. So tonight's the night. It makes it kind of nice now that I don't have Henry around, that I can get an occasional date now and then and get out in the evening. Other than that, really, I haven't much to add to what I've already said. So I'm going to wrap it up and send it on to you. I hope you get a reply within the next month or 6 weeks. And in the meantime, stay well, take care. I love you all. Bye-bye.